Hello and welcome, one and all. This is Plancocat here, and welcome back to Planco Catacombs. This is where we left off in episode 3. Welcome to episode 4. We're starting here in episode 3 because I want to, as always, show you the transformation that this particular area has taken since the last episode, and it is magnificent. Of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what's going to come in the big reveal here. But this is what we did in the last episode. We took a look at Mount Erickson, the log flume, the addition of the train, and this eating area over here, as well as the Viking village and this massive and beautiful cascading series of waterfalls right over here. That's what we took a look at last time. And this is the area we're going to be taking a look at today because I wanted to finish off this area of the park, and this area is going to be kind of a terminus, right? This is a turnaround. You're going to have 3 rides in this area. You've got the pirate ship or Viking ship, Scandinavia. You've got the log flume, and you've got what's in this space, which I'll show you right now. And here we are back again, and say hello to Catacomb Run, folks. This coaster, great shot right there, was a labor of love. Had a fun time putting this in, and I always knew that I wanted some kind of big splashy element to interact with the path. And there you have it in that inverted turnaround, and it really looks great when you come around this corner off of the pier/bridge, and you come around the corner and you're just met with this awesome element. And you know, these are all custom supports. I'm no engineer, but you know, they look great, and you know, they work. But in this area, you come around the corner here and you're met with these great 2 station buildings. The one on the left, of course, is the loading station. The one on the right is the unloading station. And this is how this area is coming together, and it really helps to fill the rest of this in, because if you remember from before, this was just an empty green space. It kind of dropped off and it was just very flat, and I wanted something to break that up and really draw your eye, especially from all the way over here. But I didn't want it to dominate the skyline too much, hence you have the color scheme, the brown and the green. I wanted this to feel very natural, but at the same time still pull you in. And so this is how it looks in the rest. This is how it fits in with this area, I should say. And this area is just about done now. We took a look at all of this stuff last time, Scandinavia and the log flume. But this building here is also new. And I just wanted to put in this grab-and-go unit, this So Delightful. And you have a couple of other shops in there. And a quick shout out to Cridershot, Kridershot, for these wonderful kitchen pieces. This really helps to bring this building to life with the latte or cappuccino machines, the refrigerator, a couple of coolers, the stove. So that really helped to bring this building to life. I really love this building, and just its low profile, the way it just sits there and you know, billows the smoke from the chimney. It really complements this area, and it's functional, right? The guests need somewhere to eat and relax after their long trek, or maybe they're waiting for one of their family members to get off of one of these 3 rides in this section of the park, because it is an end point, right? This is the end of the line for this section of the park, and it's quite a trek from from the entrance. So once you get here, you might want to relax. You can ride 3 rides, have a bite to eat, and then be on your way to the next area of the park. So I really like this area. It feels so removed. You really have to work to get here from the entrance of the park way over there. Oh, that's a great element. We'll get to the coaster because I know that's why you all are here, but I just wanted to show you what the park is looking like from the guest's perspective here. And I really love how you can see the other part of the coaster just kind of emerge from the valley beyond the hillside there as you're waiting in line for the log flume. That's awesome. And I have been working on this coaster, before I filmed this video. Great shot there. And it's all custom supported now, or most of it. That inversion definitely is custom supported because I don't like those supports the way they, it's a lot of it's unnecessary. But that is custom supported, as well as many of the inversions on this coaster as well. But back to these wonderful buildings here. Like I mentioned, you've got the station on the left, and you have the unloading station on the right. And I really wanted to make a splash, pun intended, with this body of water here and the way that the coaster interacts with it. The story behind this coaster is that you're on a catacomb run, so you can't see the catacombs from the guest view, but you can see bits of the coaster behind, and it's very low to the ground. It's low to the ground. It's underground, and we'll pop over there in a second. But that's the story. And at one point you emerge from the catacombs over here, make a nice loop around, and then dive back into the catacombs. And so let's take a look at this coaster. This is a multi-launch coaster. And so you leave the station. I think we have some good timing here. I love this interaction with the queue line for Scandinavia. So you leave the station. You've got some warning signs, some danger signs, and it's a rolling launch. Oh, and I love the way that these trains interact and sync up. And so you're into your first inversion there, into a quick turnaround, nice high turnaround, kind of dive back in, and then you get some great air time over that hill. I love that. And then you hit the inversion that you can see from the path out over the water. I love this. Couple of banked turns, and then you snake your way back, really picking up some good speed here. Kind of weave back and forth, and you re-enter the ride area, and you go into this insane corkscrew turnaround, and wait until you see what I've done with that portion down there below ground. But then you hit your second launch, and this is where you go underground under the station, and then you hit that inverted turnaround, and then you dive back under the unloading station, hit a massive corkscrew. That's now custom supported as well. A nice airtime hill right there. You turn your way upward, you weave your way downward into another turnaround. You really pick up some speed down here at the bottom, and you can see all the stuff I've started to do, and you really fly through this last section. This looks absolutely gorgeous now. I can't wait to show you what I've done, because I've done a lot of work on this since filming this, and it's hardly recognizable the way it is right now. I'm just filming this and seeing all of the places where I've done a lot of work on this roller coaster. But that's the way it's looking now, and of course we'll ride this version, and then once it's completely done, we'll ride the finished version. But as of now, I've got about this half of the coaster landscaped, chock full of scenery. Like I mentioned, this underground section is incredible. I can't wait to show that to you. I'm flabbergasted every time I load the park again and see all the work that I've put into it. But you can kind of see the bones. I've got the skeleton of the things that I want to try to do, and every time I open up the file that has the more recent version of this, there's always something new that I want to add. And of course, I've got to work on this section over here. I've got no idea how I want to incorporate that with the rest of the park, but this half of the coaster is really looking great. And so this is Catacomb Run, and like I said, it's a really fun coaster. We'll go on it. As for the rest of this area, just a few more touching up, or things that I need to touch up. I need to work on, shoring up these boundaries here. I'm going to put in a retaining wall here. That's already done. So there's a lot of stuff. I've got a boundary here. You can't have guests just wandering and falling off the cliff. So a lot of this has been cleaned up. But really, it was all about just finishing off this area and what you can see from kind of this perspective. And I really just wanted to bring this area to a close, close that off, wall it off, and then have this be the last attraction in this area. All right, and so that's how it fits. We're going to hop on a ride here in Planco Catacombs. If you enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button for me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. We'll get you on here in a second. This is Plancocat signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whenever or wherever you are. Goodbye.